Hello, my name is Frank Buckholz. I'm the Greater Langley Regional Chamber of Commerce Director for North Langley. And we are doing a series of videos with candidates in Langley City and Township for this election. And with us at the moment is David Davis, who is running for councillor in the Township of Langley. He has served 2 terms, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running again.
Frank, I'm running for Langley Township Council. I'm a dairy farmer. We've farmed in the same farm for 130 years, so part of the old Hudson Bay farm. And we milk 260 cows, and we, along with my wife, Nicole, and we have 5 children. And I'm running for Township Council to make Langley a good place to live. It always has been, and hopefully we're going to ensure it's going to be a good place for to raise your children. And I support saving farmland.
Right. We're going to ask you a couple of questions about some issues the Chamber's identified. And one of them is one that impacts people throughout Langley, and even right near your farm. I know this is the case even though you're in the rural area, is traffic and transportation, because you're getting more and more traffic near your farm, I know. And you're going to have more when that 216th overpass opens. So what can the next council do about improving transportation and traffic, and keeping in mind that a lot of these issues go far beyond the township's purview?
Yeah. Well, one issue that comes to mind that the next council will have to deal with is rapid transit, whether it be SkyTrain or on rail, into Langley. In the Willoughby area, we have, you can travel west, south with 216th. You can, with 208th and 216th, you'll be able to travel north. And now with the opening of Labonte or University Drive, we'll be able to go east. I know that we have plans and money set plans that we have to deal with the train. It is going to be a problem. Well, it's already a problem, and I'm a train man, and I know that so I think it's an ongoing, with more people, more transfer, more, if we look at the 200th corridor, it's close to the bus park and ride, and we have to encourage putting more density in this area so that we can take advantage of it. It takes heat off the LR lands.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, Highway 1 is congested a lot through Langley these days, and the new provincial government has cut back on plans to widen it to 3 lanes each way. What can the township do to push for that to happen sooner rather than later?
Well, it has, the new government, the past government, they were going to upgrade from 201 right through to 264th, and after the election, they didn't. The new government put a slow on that, or they put a stop on it for now. If you travel Highway 1, from 200th here to Aldergrove, every day there's a problem. You don't know and it doesn't come just at rush hour. So we need to put pressure on the provincial government. We need, as a township, we need to work with the provincial government to get that open, to get it, because it's all there. It's in the plans. It just needs, they need the money, and the provincial government needs to. We need to push it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, an issue that also has been in the forefront, I think, in a lot of municipalities in this election has been housing, and particularly the cost of housing. And the township, again, has certain tools in its toolbox, other things it can't do that much about. Well, how can it improve the supply of affordable housing and ensure that people who can't pay a great deal for housing are able to continue to live here?
I think affordable housing is something that we really have to look at. Last meeting we had, I had put a notice of motion to look at what Victoria is doing. Victoria is putting on all new developments, condominiums and apartments, 15%, so that for affordable housing. And I feel that it should be right through the whole township. It should not just be in one area. It should be in the whole township, so that it can take us away from the stigma of affordable housing and the maintenance of it. And if you're going to, I think it blends in. It would look the whole township. So that's one thing that we've done. That needs to be on the council priorities. The last term, we had an organizer come in and everyone put their name, we had 80 things. The new council had what we wanted to do, and we pounded it down. And if I'm elected, affordable housing, did that sound like should I say that?
That's okay.
But I would support affordable housing and narrow it right down to the top 5,
okay.
And then we work towards that.
Just a question of clarification, the 15% you're talking about is 15% of each development would be set aside for affordable housing?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. And the final question for you is on the area of business, which the Chamber is a supporter of business, and of course you're a business person as a dairy farmer. What can Langley Township do to encourage the business community and to make sure it thrives and to make sure that entrepreneurs who have ideas have an ability to do something with them here in Langley?
I'm going to take that conversation to the agricultural land reserve. When the township, we have 75, or when I was a lot younger, it was higher. But anyhow, we have, out of all Metro Vancouver, we have the most small lots in the township in the ALR.
Right.
And I would promote Agri Tourism. If you look around in the last 10 years, eat local. I would encourage people to take, small farms. Agritourism is one thing that would stimulate. I mean, look what they're doing over here in Milner. My next door neighbor, they've started a goat, cheese. They make cheese, and that can be done, and it blends well with the townships, with what we have. We have a record-breaking number of farms. We have the most farms in Metro Vancouver in the Township of Langley.
Okay, well, thank you very much, David.
Thank you very much. And one last thing, I encourage everyone to get out and vote. No matter who get informed. It only takes 15. It doesn't take long to get informed, because the people that you vote for will be the people that will be your voice the next 4 years. So please get out and vote. Thank you very much.